Tonight we have professional MMA fighter James Wilks with us. He fights in the UFC, and he was the Season 9 Ultimate Fighter winner. James, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, MMA athletes obviously train as hard or harder than any other athletes, and what was it about the oxygen that attracted you to it in the first place?
I mean, it just seemed to make sense to me. Definitely the recovery aspect of it was one of the major things, and it just seemed to make sense. It's one of the vital things that we need, oxygen, so definitely wanted to give it a try.
How long have you been using it, and what kind of benefits have you been getting personally?
I've been using it a little over a year and a half, I'd say almost 2 years, and I've been getting a lot of benefits and more endurance, faster recovery times, and greater mental clarity as well.
That's awesome. From an MMA perspective, how do you see this product being beneficial in training?
Well, I think it gives you better endurance, whether you're sparring or grappling, for a longer period of time and higher intensity. That's one of the things that I noticed. Really good for the strength training. Allows you to push a lot harder than normal, and you get more reps and more sets in, which is obviously a big help, for any sport, but definitely for MMA. And, even when I'm working on technique, I feel like it clears my mind and allows me to focus a lot better. But the most important thing that I think is really the recovery, so you can, train hard without wearing yourself out, and then, work out again and again, recovering a lot faster.
Yeah, I mean, when you're training for a fight, how many times a day do you train, and how many days a week are you training?
I usually do twice a day, 6 days a week, and then have Sundays off. So it's crucial, really, for me to be able to work out again and again and feel recovered after each session. Yeah,
and I think one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, when you're training twice a day and you're training, so much of your training is technique-based, where you really have to focus, you really have to have the energy, because if you don't have the energy and you're tired out and you can't focus, there's no sense working on technique. So, I mean, have you found that it's helpful, in that aspect as well?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that was one of the things, that I realized to become the best that I can be is you've got to be focused, because there's so much to learn in MMA. You're just learning new techniques every day, and if your mental clarity is not there, you can't absorb the new techniques. So it's essential, and the oxygen's really helped with that.
That's awesome. A lot of other athletes really feel like the oxygen helps them control lactic acid, so it reduces like muscle burn and arm pump for when you do jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. Have you found that to be true for yourself?
Yeah, it's basically acting as like a lactic acid buffer, it seems like. Just the onset of the lactic acid is just delayed tremendously. So, again, you can work out, a lot longer and a lot harder. So definitely I've noticed that for sure. Have
you noticed also that it helps with breaking down the lactic acid after exercise, so that, when you're recovering faster, are you noticing like, less muscle pain the next day or the following day and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, definitely. We're always doing different types of workouts, trying to mix it up, not doing the same thing. And so usually you really notice that the next day with the muscle soreness. But, when taking the oxygen, I feel just that onset of soreness just doesn't come, or it's very minimal. So it's a real benefit for us.
That's good to hear. So, obviously you're an elite athlete, and do you feel like this product can be beneficial only for elite athletes, or do you think that it's beneficial no matter what level athlete you are?
No, I think it helps all levels, whether professional, just doing it for fun or recreation. It makes the workouts more enjoyable, if you can focus, better mental clarity, faster recovery times. You don't want to be sore every day, and each time you train, whatever sport you do, but especially in MMA, it's great to be mentally focused and have good clarity and recover all the time. So, personally, I would recommend it to, athletes of any level.
James, it's really exciting for us to have you as part of our team, and I know you've had some injury problems in the past couple of years, and hopefully this year you can get healed up and so that you can train hard and really get your fighting career on track, and we're really excited to see how things turn out for you this year.
Yeah, definitely, I am too.
All right, thanks for your time tonight. Appreciate all the input, and I'm sure a lot of MMA athletes who listen to this are going to be really excited to give the oxygen a try.
Definitely. I mean, the main thing is give it a try, and you'll notice it yourself. Whoever's out there, it's worth trying, and I guarantee you're going to feel a difference.